Hey YouTube, and welcome to another video with myself, Microbox of X. Before I go into today's video, I just want to give a quick shout out to the Welsh Gamer and erock8150. Make sure you check out their channels. I will leave links down below. Please go and check out their channels if you haven't done so already, and like and subscribe their stuff. And again, looking at my subscription count, although I haven't done a video for a few weeks for personal reasons, I haven't done a video for a while, my subscription count has still been jumping up, and I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you for the work, the guys that have stuck around and supported my channel, and thank you to all the new subscribers that are checking out my channel and liking my stuff as well. So I do appreciate that. I will be joining the guys again for the Dragon X podcast on Thursday. That's at 7 o'clock GMT, so make sure you check that out. We had a really good podcast last time. We always cover a lot of topics, but we have fun doing it. We don't mind taking the piss, and we don't mind having a laugh, so hopefully it makes it more entertaining for you guys who watch podcasts, and at the end of the day, there's a lot of podcasts out there, but not all of them are entertaining, unfortunately. We hope that ours is entertaining, so make sure you check that out on the Welsh Gamer's channel. Again, I'll leave the links down below. So what I want to talk about today is an announcement that came out this afternoon from Phil Spencer, and it's the Xbox Game Pass. Now, I wasn't expecting this. This is something that has just come out of the blue. I haven't seen anything anywhere about this coming. So I just want to give my reaction to it. Now, as we all know, Sony already do a similar service to this, and I wasn't too overly fussed about it. Now, what is the difference? What is the Xbox Game Pass? I haven't even told you that yet. So the Xbox Game Pass is something that's going to be starting later this year. It's priced at $9.99, so I would have expected over here in the UK maybe $5.99, $6.99, maybe even $7.99 a month. But for that, you get a very similar service to EA Access, but with a broader range of games. They're saying at launch you're going to have over 100 games, and those games are going to be Xbox One games and back compatible Xbox 360 games as well. So already a huge catalogue of games will be available. Now, the biggest difference between this service and the Sony service is that these games will be downloadable, so very much like the EA Access, where you download the games and play them on your system, as opposed to the Sony service, which was a streaming service, and that was my biggest gripe with that service. Because I don't care how good your broadband connection is, you're always going to have some latency in gaming on a streaming service, and that I can never see that changing until you've got sort of 1 gigabyte bloody broadband speeds. So to me, that wasn't a viable service. This, however, I think is a possibility. I mean, not everybody can afford to buy a shitload of games every month. A game isn't cheap. It's 40, 45, 50 pounds in the UK. Not everybody can afford to buy these games, so the possibility of having like a Netflix game system, albeit that you download the games onto the hardware as opposed to streaming, to have that kind of service, I think is a good option for people. I mean, we know from past, when EA Access was introduced, Sony turned around and said that this wasn't good value for money. I think EA Access has proved itself as brilliant value for money, albeit that service is only £20 for the year. This is more than that. It's going to work out substantially more. But overall, I think it gives you a better service than the Sony's streaming gaming service. The fact that you actually download these games onto your hard drive and they're there for you whenever you want them, and there's no streaming, it's a very, very viable proposition for gamers on a limited budget, as it were. And even gamers that aren't on a limited budget, I mean, I'll see what sort of games are available. I may even consider this service myself. I think it's got a lot of potential. And again, yes, this is something similar to what Sony has done, but Microsoft has done it in a better way. And they, fair play. I mean, Sony were the first people to come up with this type of service, but Microsoft has turned around and given Xbox gamers a better service. This is going to be a far better service than a game streaming. So I'm all for this. I'm sure there will be lots of people out there that will see this as definitely a potential. Some people, I'm sure, will argue the toss. Well, I'm already paying for Xbox Live. Why should I pay for it? Well, at the end of the day, the choice is yours. The option is there. You don't have to. I never have, in all the sort of 12, 13 years I've been on Xbox Live, I've never complained about paying for Xbox Live. The cost of Xbox Live has never gone up in the UK, and I know I'm getting a good, sturdy, safe and secure gaming networks multiplayer platform, and that's what you get with Xbox Live. And for the £40 a year that it costs for that service, I'm more than happy to pay it. And if you shop around, you can normally pick it up for sort of between £20 and £25 if you're lucky, sometimes on cdkeys.com. It's always worth shopping around for that. But as an extra bolt-on service, I think Xbox Games Pass is a really good option for gamers. And as I said before, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but there will be people out there that will definitely look at this service. That's it really. I mean, another thing I just wanted to touch on, actually, I wasn't actually going to mention this in this video, but I will do this now. I saw an article the other day regarding the PS4 Pro and 4K gaming, Xbox Scorpio, and Digital Foundry basically turned around and said, bearing in mind that they've been beating their chest for the last few years. I remember when Battlefield 4 came on, I think it was Battlefield 4 came on the Xbox One. It was the launch title for Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 when it was released, and I think there was about 100p difference in resolution, and they made a massive thing that Battlefield 4 was only 900p on the Xbox One, but it was 1080p, I believe, on the PlayStation 4. And they made a big thing about that difference in resolution. And now we've got the Scorpio coming out. They put this bloody article out, and they were saying that 1400p on the PlayStation 4 Pro at distance looks as good as 4K. And I just could not believe that a company that had been beating their chest over 100p difference only a short while ago was now basically sort of saying that 1400p on the PlayStation 4 Pro is just as good as a 4K on a Scorpio at distance. So basically sit at the back of your room and look at the TV and it'll look at the same quality. The hypocrisy and the bias in some gaming media formats is just unbelievable, and I'm sure I'll be bringing this up again and discussing it with the lads at the Dragon X podcast on Thursday. As I say, I wasn't going to mention it, but I just found it hilarious, and I just wanted to make sure I got it out there before I forgot. There's loads of it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the footage. I've been going through Mass Effect 2 again. I've been playing through the trilogy before Andromeda drops in a few weeks. Really looking forward to that game. It's pre-ordered and already started the download. I think it's sort of pre-downloaded on my Xbox. I've downloaded something on there anyway. So I'm really looking forward to that dropping. I've got a couple of days off work to play that, so really looking forward to it. But as I say, been playing Mass Effect 2. Hopefully finish that this week and move on to Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect Andromeda just looks awesome. Anyway, that's all I've got for you today. Again, thanks for watching, thank you for subscribing, thanks for supporting my channel. Follow me on Twitter as well. I've got over 1,000 followers on Twitter now, Microbox of X. Please like, subscribe the video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new and you've just found the channel. Show your support, subscribe, like the video, and leave your comments down below. If you've got anything that you want to ask me, or any comments that you've got about the videos, anything like that, leave your comments down below in the comment section. I always go through the comments and answer every single one, even if it's a Sony pony, which I do seem to get a lot of those knobs on my channel. For some reason they seem to like watching Xbox channels more so than actually gaming on their systems. I don't understand why, but that they do. Personally, I never watch a Sony channel. I've got no interest, so why the hell I would watch a channel about Sony consoles? I don't know, but for some reason Sony fanboys really love our channels, and I don't know why. Anyway, that's all I got for you today, so please like, subscribe, and I shall speak to you soon. Take care. Bye bye.
Damn it, Wilson, he's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Steps pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.